What's going on, Knicks family?
Hi.
Salute and welcome once again to another episode of That's ReKNICKulous.
Yay.
What's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. We here to talk New York Knicks basketball once again. And today, briefly, I have a very special guest here. I'm going to introduce her. Her name is Jalea. Jalea, do you have anything to say to the Knicks fans?
I like teddy bears and I like company.
She likes teddy bears, y'all. And she also likes that her dad is so dedicated to making New York Knicks content. So please stick around. We have a couple of things to talk about. Knicks are playing the Clippers on Sunday, and we're coming off of a very, very great win against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have been playing pretty good defense this season. All of that and more on this next episode. So please stick around, and you know what time it is. Let that intro run. You feel me? Say later.
Later.
Yeah, so what's going on, family? Yes, I am back. Thank you guys for rocking out with me, man. I've been missing a couple of these opportunities to make these videos, but I am not falling off, y'all. I'm going to continue to bring this content, and I'm saying it's just the time and sometimes be a little off for me. But you know what we here for? We here to talk New York Knicks basketball. And before we get into that, of course, I just want to encourage everybody to please like, comment, share, subscribe, and continue to rock out with your boy. Continue to probably pass it on to your fellow Knick fans and family. And also, once again, I can't stress this enough. I just want to thank everybody for showing love and supporting. I think we are at 36 subscribers now. Slowly growing, but we growing. We getting there. We only started in December, so this is good. I think I had a video that had hit 100 views. I think we are like 101 now. I mean, it's slower, but you know, we getting there, man. That's all I can ask for. All I can ask for is for people to come around and show some love and show some support. So when was this? Today's Saturday. So yes, Friday night, New York Knicks had a basketball game. Our third game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We played them at home in the Garden, and coming into the game, we were split 1-1, and the Knicks record was 8-11. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau has continued to run with the same starting lineup. So we had Elfrid Payton. Excuse me. We had Elfrid Payton out there. We had R.J. Barrett. Because Reggie Bullock is out due to injury, we've had Alec Burks in the starting lineup, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. And, I mean, we won every single quarter. But, you know, the lead changed. There were a few lead changes and a few moments. I think we went up at some point in the game. I think our biggest lead was 20 something. Let me go grab that just to take a look at that real quick, just to be. Yeah, our biggest lead was 23 points, and Cleveland held a 10-point lead over us as well. And we're gonna get into some more of those team numbers, but you know I got to break down what the Knick players were able to do in that game. So, out of our starters, we got the highest scoring starter for us was R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett has been playing pretty consistently lately. He was a plus 27 Friday night, and for the last couple of games, he's been doing his thing. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple of R.J. Barrett haters out there who they don't they want to just trade away the whole team. I'm saying I'm not with trading away the whole team. There are a couple of guys who I'm willing to allow. Not to say allow, like I got a choice, or like I could say anything, but there are a couple of guys who I wouldn't be opposed to letting go and just moving forward with the team if we could pull off a good trade. But R.J. Barrett is by far not one of them. We need to continue to encourage this guy to go out there and be aggressive. He's being aggressive. He's been aggressive since game one, and that's not waning. He has had a pretty up and down start to the season, but for the past 8 or 9 games, he's been pretty consistent. Aside from that, I think the game before this one where he kind of took a step back and kind of deferred and allowed everyone else to do their thing, but for the most part, he's been pretty aggressive. So that's 24 points from RJ. He had 5 fouls. He had 2 steals, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. He was 6-7 from the free throw, so I'm liking to see that improvement from him at the free throw line. He was only 2 of 5 from 3, but that's 40%, so we'll take that. He was 8 of 19 from the field altogether in 39 minutes. This game got away from the Cleveland Cavaliers, and there was a point where we were up late in the game by 20 plus. They started to slowly chip away at the lead, but we were too much for them to handle later on in the game. But Tom Thibodeau refused to take the starters out, and I just have a feeling that might come back to bite us in the rear end. You feel me? Like if he doesn't take the advantage of the guys that we do have on the bench and allow the young guys to get some rest, the starting guys and the more important, I don't want to say important, but the more important guys, the guys with the bigger roles on the team, if you don't give them that time to rest when we have the opportunity, he could burn them out. You know what I'm saying? So I think he needs to fall back on that a little bit. But RJ Barrett had a great game. Julius Randle, 16 points. He had 1 block, 1 steal, 6 assists, 8 rebounds. He was 7 of 13 from the field, so he was plus 14. That was in 35 minutes. He had a really good game as well. I mean, low numbers if you compare it to what he's been doing this season and what he's averaging, and that's low numbers in rebounding and in points. But assists was right around what he does on a regular for us. He was 0 for 2 at the 3-point line. So aside from RJ Barrett and Julius Randle, we only had those are the only 2 actually. Not even aside from them, no one else in the starting lineup scored 10 plus points. Alec Burks had 7 points. He was 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and he's just being active. So I'm not gonna complain about that. That's some pretty decent numbers from him. I know. Before Alec Burks came back, he was someone who I stressed that we needed him back on the floor for his scoring prowess and being able to hit the 3 ball. And his last couple of games back have been a little rocky. I think he just got to find his footing back, and once he gets back into the motion of things, then he's gonna become a threat again for us. So I'm just holding on to that, but I can't really complain too much from his game. He didn't really put up too many shots, so can't really judge it really too much. But off the bench, we had a Quivers sighting. And Austin Rivers seemed to be able to find his hammer. Now, see, the game before this, what was our last game? We played Utah again. We played Utah. I was supposed to make a video for that game. That first half, Austin Rivers came out. He was torching them. He was 10 of 10 from the field. I believe he had 25 points. He was like 4 of 4 from 3 in like 11 minutes, I want to say. It was like a real small amount of time. I didn't even have it written down. I don't even want to go back to the game to look at it because that was first half numbers. Second half, it was a whole other game. Austin Rivers didn't come out off the bench until late in the third quarter, where I'm sure he cooled off and the heat was gone. Flames were fanned out. And we didn't take advantage of him being hot. I understand that he was in foul trouble. He had got his 3rd foul in the second quarter, so he had to sit. But I felt like you're supposed to ride that momentum. We come back in the 3rd quarter. We put him back out on the floor and see what he got. If he gets another foul, then that's just a risk we got to take. We couldn't afford to have the guy who had the hot hand for us sitting on the bench and sitting on ice. We had, you got to let him come out and see if he still got it. And that's one of the things about Tom Thibodeau. Another one of the things, because I already mentioned the main issue was just him putting these guys out there and leaving them on the floor for so much time when the game is already out of hand. But his lineups and his substitutions and the timing of it, sometimes to me it just doesn't make any sense. And I think he needs to. I mean, he may be a veteran coach and he may have been doing this for a while, but I think he needs to improve on that. He could get graded. You know what I'm saying, just because you're a coach and you seasoned and you're a veteran and you've been in the game for longer than some of these players may have been alive. Yeah, they got some pretty young players. You've been in the game for longer than some of these players in the game now have been alive or have been able to walk or talk or read or write, but there's room for improvement for everybody, man. We wake up every day with an opportunity to learn something new, and he needs to learn how to change, tweak his stance. Because just as the game has changed and play style has changed, coaching styles have to change. You know what I'm saying? So he got to figure something out. But either way, Austin Rivers pulled up, and he was 6-11 from the field with 13 points, and he had 3 steals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He was 1 of 6 from 3, which is abysmal. But you know what I'm saying, keep shooting it. You never know what's gonna happen, what's gonna fall. One thing I wanna note before I continue on is I noticed while on the court there was a stretch of time in the game where we had Obi Toppin, Austin Rivers, Quickly, Noel maybe. We even saw Taj Gibson in this game, but Noel, pretty much the second unit. We had them on the floor, and Obi Toppin was really active. He's setting picks. He's moving around. He's cutting. He's slashing. He's trying to spot up to get open threes, and Austin Rivers was looking him off, man. And I didn't like that. I mean, obviously, I'm not in the locker room with these guys. I don't know what's going on, but it makes you get the idea that, and I hate to do this. I'm not a gossip guy. I'm not a guy who likes to play the reality TV thing and try to draw up storylines and make drama and things like that. But it just makes you think, as someone who's observing the game, that Austin Rivers doesn't, I don't want to say he doesn't like Obi Toppin, but he might not have confidence in Obi Toppin. He might feel like he'd rather someone else get the ball and shoot. He'd rather himself shoot than have Obi Toppin score. And that's just foolish to me. It probably doesn't make a sense to a lot of y'all, but there were many opportunities. And as I've mentioned before, watching these games for me, don't really have cable right now, so I've been using streams. I got a site where I can stream games and stuff like that. I haven't even really been using that lately. I'm in a Facebook group called ReKNICKulous on Facebook. If you're on Facebook and you're a Knicks fan, I'm saying join in on that. There's a whole lot of conversation going on inside of that group. A lot of BS trade ideas and a lot of different views and opinions, but it's a Knicks family, so it's home. And I watch the games. I'm not going to say who does it, because I don't know how lit this video might become at some point, and I definitely don't want to get nobody's page taken down or blocked or anything. But there's a guy, if you watch and you're on there, you know who. He usually, for the most part, the last couple of games I've been catching it due to him streaming it, and he streams the game. And he puts it up on live, so we sit there, we chat in there. People say their opinions, and I was seeing a lot of people in agreement that they were looking off Obi Toppin a lot in that game, and that's what gives people the idea, like, hey, we should move Randall because Randall's going to hinder Obi Toppin's development and his growth, which I disagree with, because Obi Toppin and Randall aren't on the court at the same time, and Obi Toppin played 12 minutes in this game. So in those 12 minutes, if he got more touches, he got more opportunities to show what he could do. I don't want to guarantee it, but I have a feeling that, because we've seen it with Quickly, I have a feeling that Tom Thibodeau would allow him to stay on the court much longer, because it shows Tom Thibodeau will play you until it seems as if either you burnt out on the offensive end or you burnt out on the defensive end. Then he'll pull you. But if you're active on both ends of the floor, he's going to give you your opportunity to do your thing. And that's only going to help Julius Randle get some rest. So it seems as if he was looking him off a lot. And I ain't really like that. But moving along, Mitchell Robinson, we seen him have early foul trouble. He managed to stay in the game. He didn't foul out. He had 6 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. He hit both of his free throws. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and he was 2 of 3 from the field. We didn't see a lot of lives. There were some opportunities, but all of them didn't come together for him. I just would love to see Mitchell Robinson get some type of offensive game, man. We watch these other big men, and most big men are able to catch the ball in the post and put the ball on the floor and create. And Mitchell Robinson, he doesn't try. We don't know if he's capable of doing it. We haven't seen any of that from him. I'm pretty sure that they probably just tell him that this is what we need you out there on the floor to do. Set screens. Run out a little diversion, leave the paint, come set a high screen, dash to the court. To the basket, try to catch a lob. If the lob's not there, just stick around down low. They're gonna try to find something else, find another shot, get the rebound, put it back, something like that. That's probably what they really want for him. They really probably using him for his defense because I think he has shown much improvement on the defensive end. He was already really good, in my opinion, on the defensive end, but he's showing improvement. He's showing some growth, and I'm guessing they're just trying to figure that out with him on that side. But I would really love to see him get some type of offensive game going. But before he even starts doing that, he really, really needs to work on his free throw shooting. He was 2 for 2, as I indicated, but we're gonna need to not. I wouldn't feel comfortable when Mitchell Robinson is fouled and goes to the line. I used to cringe a little bit when RJ was fouled and went to the line, but now I'm becoming a little bit more confident when RJ hits the line. I want to feel that same way about Mitchell Robinson. I want to feel like if he goes to the line, he's gonna make both of them, and if he misses one, it's like damn, he just missed one. I don't want to feel like he's going to miss both of these when he goes to the line. And that's how I feel when Mitchell Robinson is fouled. I feel like he's going to miss both of those free throws. And I'm usually right. Who else is there? Anyone else worth talking about before we get into the MVP of this game? And let's see. Not really. We didn't really see anything from Kevin Knox. So boom. Emmanuel Quickly in 24 minutes. He was a plus 19. In 24 minutes, he had 25 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. He was 5 of 8 from the 3-point line, 9 of 17 from the field. Emmanuel Quickly is definitely the best draft pick we got out of this draft. We haven't been able to see what we could get from Obi Toppin, obviously, because with Julius Randle playing the way that he's playing, there's just no way that Obi Toppin is going to surpass him in the starting lineup or in the minutes. So we're just gonna get limited Obi Toppin, which is fine. It might change. Obi Toppin might show that he was worthy of the pick. What was it, number 8 pick in this draft, and he's worthy of being in the Knicks' future. But as everything stands right now, we got to steal with Emmanuel Quickly. That man is ready. That boy is ready. Do we start him? Do we continue to have him come off the bench with his offense that he's able to provide and the spark he's able to provide off the bench? What do we do with him? I say, first let's talk about his game, man. He had a great game. He was really active on the defensive end. I mean, he was so active, he picked up 4 fouls. He was trying his best. And Sexton nor Garland was able to really get their thing off. Let's see. Let's take a quick look. Sexton has 17 points, 6 of 18. Garland had 24 points, 9 of 17. I'm saying, and neither one of them really got their stuff off. Like I'm saying, Sexton didn't put on a show like he did against the Brooklyn Nets, and obviously I'm not trying to compare the Knicks to the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, it's go the Knicks all day. I'm saying being from Brooklyn, it don't really matter. And I'm saying what we repping, but he had a great game, man. It looked a little slow. It looked like what was he gonna get from him? But he had hit a three, right? Boom, he hit a three. It's a meme right now. I see going on a GIF on Twitter where he hit the three and he was inadvertently bumped by Noel, so they ended up initially calling a foul. He was gonna go to the line and shoot a free throw for a 4-point play. And he was on the floor. He was swimming after he hit the three, and that's just sums up the type of game he was having. He was just a shark amongst fishes out there on the court. But later on in the game, he ended up actually really getting fouled as he hit a three and went to the line to convert a 4-point play. Quickly is ready, man. I just don't know what else really to say. He just moves around. He keeps the ball moving. And one thing that he does that I've been noticing a lot of people do incorrectly these days is he keeps his head up. One, when he's handling and controlling the ball, and when he gets into certain situations, he doesn't really pick up his dribble for the most part. He has done it. He has picked up his dribble. There was a situation where he ended up getting fouled, but he drove and he jumped up. And he ain't have nothing, so he turned around to pass it, but he ended up getting fouled or something like that. But he would have threw the ball away in that instance, and he even threw the ball away in one situation where he went up and tried to dish it off to Mitchell Robinson. So he has a lot to work on, obviously, and I'm hoping that they're continually showing him tape. I hear how much of a gym rat he is and how dedicated to the game he is and how much he studies and all of that. So I'm hoping he's studying film and learning how to get out of these situations better. But for the most part, he's been... He doesn't pick up his dribble, and if he doesn't have something, he tries to find his way back out. And when he feels like somebody's barbecue chicken for him, he tries to take advantage of the situation. And for the most part, he gets the advantage. So, and I'm gonna rave and rave and rave. I would really love to come on here and throw my Kevin Knox cape on, but he hasn't been doing anything lately to warrant any saving right now. I can't really. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I want to say about the game. Because, as y'all know, I try to keep my videos short, but I've been doing a horrible job at that. My videos be 30 minutes plus, and I'm trying to work on that right now. I don't know where I'm at with it right now, honestly, because I had to cut earlier because of a rude interruption from Jalea. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm looking at the team comparison. We beat the Cavaliers by 21. They out-rebounded us by 2. Same amount of steals, which was 8. They had one more turnover than us, so we both did pretty bad in the turnover column, 14-13. Yeah, we played good defense, and we didn't allow them to really climb back in, and we tried our best to close the thing out, and which we did. Close that thing out. So, before I wrap the video up, I just want to talk quickly about maybe some possible trade situations. I think I want to make a complete video about this and a separate video about like draft stock and draft potential draft pieces and things like that. I've been looking for my boy Steph to kind of piece together a little something about the college players and high school players, because he's a little bit more versed in that. I'm not really, but Steph, it's looking like I'm about to have to learn these things on my own, buddy. Where you at, man? Where you at, cuz? I'm saying I need your help, brother. But either way, I've been seeing a lot of talk about, Bradley Beal. We all know how upset he is in his situation in Washington, and Russell Westbrook hasn't really been much help. over there for him. They lack defense, and they lack a lot of things. He's been carrying the load even before John Wall left, because John Wall was hurt, and he's been trying his hardest, and we know that he's upset over there, and they're trying to figure things out. I'm pretty sure by the trade deadline he'll be somewhere else. We don't know where he'll be, but he'll be somewhere else, in my opinion. By the trade deadline, Bradley Beal will be somewhere else, and someone else whose name has been coming up in a lot of the trade talks, especially for the Knicks, has been Zach LaVine. And I see that they say that the Knicks have been watching Zach LaVine's situation really closely. I think Zach LaVine still got about a year or two on his contract, and it's a pretty decent sized contract for us. So for us to pull that off, we might have to lose someone like a Randall or something like that. And I'm a little conflicted with the movement of Randall at this point. Like, to me, I wouldn't say Randall is untouchable, but like, for me, the untouchables really are RJ Barrett. He's untouchable. Obviously, Emmanuel Quigley is untouchable. Obi Toppin, in my opinion, should be untouchable, especially if you're having thoughts about moving Randall. Obi Toppin is untouchable. Who else is untouchable? Let me take a look real quick. I know the names, but I need my eyes on it. Honestly, that is about it. Oh, Mitchell Robinson. How could I forget my boy Mitch? Come on. Mitchell Robinson is untouchable. Coming into the season, I would have liked to say that Kevin Knox was untouchable. But if you're going to work out a situation where you're going to get Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine, who's the 2 spot, then that means you're pretty much locking in RJ Barrett as your 3. And then you got Burks and you got Bullock. Those are your guys off the bench. Obviously, I feel like I would rather toss Bullock in the trade for the other one. So if you had to throw somebody else with Randall, I'm saying you throw Bullock, you throw DSJ or Frank or whoever. You come up with a package, but just you don't put in none of the untouchables. And hopefully we don't give up a first round 2021 pick. Neither ours or Dallas, because Dallas is looking like we don't know what they might be. They might end up in the lottery too. So to be able to keep 2 lottery picks would be dope. I'm not gonna lie. To be able to have 2 lottery picks would be dope. But we know for sure who Zach LaVine is right now. We know for sure who Bradley Beal is right now. So if we're gonna lose one of those picks and lose a player like Randall, a player like a Bullock or a Burks, either one of them, lose a Kevin Knox or lose a DSJ, Frank, and stuff like that, then I think it might be pretty much worth it, because Barrett is starting to show that he could be a 20 plus, about 5 rebounds, about 4 or 5 assists a game. We're seeing Mitchell Robinson really growing before our eyes with his defense. Emmanuel Quigley is obviously our point guard of the future. Another name that has been coming up in some trade talks is Derrick Rose. They have their eyes on Derrick Rose, so that might be Alfred Payton's ticket out the door, because I'm done. I'm done with Alfred Payton, man. I've been done with him, but I'm really done with him now. Honestly, like, they can star him all he want. I just don't want him to have more minutes than Quigley in the game. I'm done. Like, he needs to be fined every time he puts up a 3. He just makes so much bad decisions in the game. It's just frustrating for me. So I just want to know what anyone's thoughts on the trade possibilities. I'm saying, so you can leave a comment in there and let me know what you think about the trades, about what we should do with Randall. Should we trade him? Should we pick up his option, like keep him on the roster, pick up his option at the end of the season? Should we try to wait it out for the free agency to see if we could get somebody to come over? Like, what do y'all think we should do? I'm saying, I already said I want to try to make a video dedicated completely to trades and draft options. But working on getting a new shift at my job. Once I figure the situation out and get everything situated, I'll be able to be more consistent with my content. I like to think I'm pretty consistent, but lately I've been falling off a little bit. But I ain't falling off, y'all. I'm here, man. I'm right here. We gonna make this happen. Also, I know it's late in the video, Disco, but I want to give you a shout out. Hopefully you made it to this point so you can see that I shouted you out, my guy. Me and my boy Disco, we plan on however we could work around each other's schedule. We're gonna try to at least do one episode a week where, you know, we sit down and we do like a live stream, like kind of like a Zoom situation. I got like a sportscaster account, so I'm gonna try to hook that up to where we can sit down and we have like our weekly discussion about the Knicks and the direction they're heading and what we think we should do, trades, drafts, off season moves and everything. And we're going to continue to try to grow this channel, continue to try to make everything happen, man. That's about all I have. I got this video to sit down and edit, and the other video too to take a look at and edit from my other show that I told y'all about earlier on. So I ain't gonna hold up any more of y'all time. Y'all already know what time it is. This has been That's ReKNICKulous. Knicks record is 9-11. That's ReKNICKulous. I think at this point of the season last year we were 4-16 or something like that. So this is a great turnaround. I'm in good spirits. I'm feeling good. We going into a very tough game on Sunday against the Clippers, and it's a back-to-back game because we have another game Monday night. We're going to be going to Chicago to play the Chicago Bulls. We play them twice. We're going to play them Monday, and we're going to play them on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So I will see y'all either Sunday night. I maybe make a video Sunday night after the game, talk about that. If I don't see y'all Sunday night, it will be Monday. And if not Monday, it will be Tuesday. But I would definitely have another video. By Wednesday, it will be another video up for sure. So we could sit down and have a discussion. Know what I'm saying? So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for rocking out. Thank you for all the love and all of that. Now, I mean, that's ReKNICKulous, and I'm out. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate you over here in Knicks Nation. Once again, that's ReKNICKulous, and I'm out.